what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming EXO-6 Star Trek The Next Generation Captain Jean-Luc Picard 6 scale figure. Now there are like 3 different versions of this figure. You have like the standard version, which usually includes all like the extra stuff. You have like the essentials and so on. There's also like another like the Darmok version. But yeah, I'm definitely happy about this, and this is easy like a must-buy figure from me. And we already knew this was coming because you can see like images of like the Picard figure at various like different like conventions where like EXO-6 Star Trek figures were on display. You can see him right there, so we knew this one was there. But anyway, I'm gonna get into this right now. Okay, here's the EXO-6 Star Trek The Next Generation Captain Jean-Luc Picard 6 scale figure. Now, we already knew that this figure was coming because you can see like promo pics of the figure like at various like cons and like, you know, see like I think like yeah, various different like, you know, like conventions where you can see like some of the EXO-6 like Star Trek figures on display, and you can see this Picard figure on display with this vest that he has on. Now that we know if you get the standard edition of this particular figure, you would get that particular uniform too as well. The Darmok uniform, you would get that as well, along with like the standard like Starfleet uniform for Captain Picard. So I must admit, this is still like awesome news, and this is easy like a must-buy figure from like EXO-6. I'll be definitely picking this particular piece on up. Captain Picard will have 30 points of articulation. He will have 2 full uniforms. Now this is the standard edition. You have like the Starfleet duty uniform, plus like the Darmok uniform, the casual jacket, plus you will also have the Type 2 hand phaser, the TR-580 tricorder 7, the pad, a teacup, so he will have his Earl Grey tea. I think that's awesome that they're giving us the tea hat, the idol, a flute, and he will also have like a Captain Picard Day banner as well, plus like 7 like hands for like posability and so on. And of course it does feature like the likeness to Patrick Stewart too as well. That's one thing I kind of want to touch on with this particular piece as well. But I am happy with the accessories that he does have. I think that's pretty cool. Now I think the likeness to Jean-Luc Picard, or you could say Patrick Stewart, on this figure, I think it looks just like okay. But this could be like just like you know, this is the promo pic, so when the figure is eventually released, it might look much better than that. Because I know some of the other EXO-6 Star Trek figures, they kind of didn't look too great like in their promo pics, but once the figure was officially like released, and you have it in hands, like whoa, they had the likeness like dead on, you know, to whoever it was based on. But I think like from like a straight on, like a head, like straight looking at pic, it does look like a Patrick Stewart, or you could say like Picard. But like it is something I think kind of like off about it. But like I was saying before, this could be just like the promo pics, and they probably could get better with this particular thing once it's finally released. And it looks like the body might be a little too stocky, like his body, from my opinion. But we will see once the figure is actually eventually released. Now EXO-6 has the Star Trek The Next Generation Captain Jean-Luc Picard 6 scale figure scheduled to ship out between October and December of this year, 2024. So yeah, this is definitely a must-buy for me. And you do have 3 different versions of this particular piece, and of course I'm going with the standard version, which will have all like the extra accessories, but you can get like the essential like duty version, like, you know, where he's just in his Starfleet uniform or tunic, or you can get the essential Darmok uniform where he's wearing like the open like vest. But of course I get the standard version, which would include all that, plus like the extra accessories like the Earl Grey teacup. So that's pretty cool. There's no question I'll be displaying him like his Earl Grey tea. I think that's so awesome. But yeah, I'm still definitely looking forward to the figure. And again, I think the likeness might be kind of off for him, but once the figure is eventually released, or we have it in hand, it might be much better than like dead on with it, you know. EXO-6 has his Star Trek The Next Generation Captain Jean-Luc Picard 6 scale figure scheduled to ship out between October and December of this year, 2024. So again, this is definitely like a must-buy for me. Now I must admit, I still think the likeness to Patrick Stewart, you can say Picard on this figure is kind of off, but this is still like a promo image, because I know once a lot of times, and even with like previous like EXO-6 Star Trek figures, even for like other companies. Once the figure a lot of times is finally released, it looks much better, and like the likeness usually is like right on point once the figure is really released and you actually have it in your hand. I've seen like a lot of figures like that, so this one could get better once it actually is released. I even think the body looks like too stocky too, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm still excited about having this. And I like this extra accessories like that he has, like the Earl Grey tea and so on. That'd be so cool. There's no question I'd be displaying with like this tea. So I think that's so awesome. But yeah, this is easy like a must buy for me. So again, and we already know that I think even a Riker figure might be there too as well, even though it's not officially announced, because you can see like a Riker, like a figure of him, like in those like conventions where they have like the EXO-6 Star Trek figures like on display. It's like a Riker figure too, so I won't be surprised that pops up next as like a next generation figure. But anyway, I'm definitely excited about this. So this is the EXO-6 Star Trek, the next generation Captain Jean-Luc Picard 6 scale figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.